Hi YouTube, it's Sean here, and today is lesson number 3 about how you can drive free leads via your Facebook profile. In the previous 2 videos we talked about how to actually set the profile up, and we talked about some of the do's and don'ts and the types of posts and everything, but one of the things a lot of people get hung up about is how to actually write the content. What's the best way to do it? Now, I know Facebook's a great way to drive traffic. It is, it's free and it's something that always appeals to people. And look, I still use it to a certain extent today, but it isn't the best way to do it unless you want to spend a lot of time on Facebook answering posts and comments and stuff like that, and gaming the algorithm of Facebook, which is what I talked about in the previous 2 videos. But saying that, if you are starting out and you want to do it for free and drive free traffic, then it's a fantastic way of doing it. But how do you actually write the content? This is something that I struggled with at the very beginning, and but as I practice, like everything, once you start putting things into motion and taking action, they become a lot easier. So the 3 main post types that you'll hear people talk about are the RVL post type. So you've got the blimey O'Reilly, you've got results, you've got value, and you've got lifestyle. So effectively the results post will be things about what you've achieved in what you're doing, showing them dollar amounts, or if it's weight loss, that the market you're in, then it's the amount of weight you've lost or how much fitter you feel, that kind of thing. Value is is really value. You need to be given value, so you need to be given something tangible to your audience, because at the end of the day you want them to look up to you as a leader. So you want to be given something that they can actually read, digest and put into practice, because otherwise there's only so many results posts you can put up. And yes, they do attract attention without a doubt, because as soon as you see someone post they've made $10,000 in the previous month, then ask me how. Everybody wants to know about it. It does work, but there's a balance to doing it, and there's a right way, and there's what I'd class as an ethical way of doing it as well, because just to throw figures out there all the time sometimes can be misleading, because not everyone that gets involved in your business is going to be able to perform to the level that some people do, and sometimes it's not necessarily 100% true. I'm not saying that people post false claims, but I'm sure there's a there's an element of perhaps not telling the truth, as it were. But yes, so you want to do results, value, and then lifestyle. So lifestyle is what have you managed to be able to do because of what you're currently doing. So if you've managed to leave your full-time job and now you're doing it full-time, so you've got time to spend going to take your kids to school, go to the beach, whatever it is. So it's letting people see the other side of what they could potentially be living, the lifestyle they could have if they put in the graft. So I wanted to talk you through how I put my content together. It's slightly different to what you would have heard elsewhere, but it sort of follows the same sort of the same framework, but it will help you understand it a bit better. So the 3 types of posts that I tend to do are sort of the role model posts. So I talk about things that I'm interested in, so traveling, anything to do with holidays, courses and seminars that I might have taken which have helped along my journey, that's increased my awareness about how to market, my skill set, that kind of thing. Anything that's going to be of interest to people, something that resonates with them as well. So it could be anything to do with parenting. So if you're going after a particular avatar, and when I say an avatar I mean your type of customer, because you want to be able to work with people that are on a similar level, the same. They can read what you talk about and they can say, crikey, I know exactly how that blade feels, because I've done the same thing. So if you're a dad, as like I am, you talk about some of the things that you deal with being a parent and how you're balancing that, being a parent with a work-life balance and starting an online business as well. So things like that, post around that sort of topic, if you're aiming at that kind of avatar, will naturally resonate with them. So it will be easy for them to relate to you, and they're more likely to reach out and ask you questions about that kind of thing. Anything to do with cool activities, obviously a laptop lifestyle. So you could almost say this is like almost like a lifestyle post. Things that you read, topics that you'd like to read about, because it helps again improve your mindset, you've read books on marketing, anything like that. So, you know, posts where you talk about those sort of subjects, because your audience, providing you've picked your avatar correctly, will resonate with that. And that's something we talked about in one of the previous videos. So if you haven't watched the previous video, I suggest you click the link above, or I'll put it in the description, and you can watch the video that I made earlier. Anything to do with charity, if you like to go to the gym, if you've looked through my Facebook profile, you'll see there's lots of posts of me in the gym because it's something I like to do. And again, you know, that's who I am. So, you know, other people that have similar likes and interests will resonate with what I talk about, because that's something that they will also, you know, understand and resonate with. Anything to do with hanging out with people of authority, if you've got stuff like that, that really does help. So if you are in the weight loss niche and you've met somebody that's particularly well known in that area, that niche area, and you can talk about, you know, your meeting with that person, what you've learned from that person, and if you've got any pictures, because at the end of the day you'd be posting pictures to your posts, that will really gain some traction. And that, again, is the idea of the game, is to get as many eyeballs on your post as you can. The more people that start to look at your post and comment, the more that Facebook will then show that to a bigger audience. And that's how the Facebook algorithm works. Milestone posts, so this is a second type of post. So if you've got anything, again, to do with your personal achievements, if you're moving house, if you've, you know, your first time post about your first business or event, or the first time you've done something or achieved something, your birthday, that's always a massive one to get engagement with, anniversaries, you know, relationships, again, all these things are personal, and pretty much everyone will be able to relate to those. And then obviously you've got the problem solving post, and this is what I'd call the value post. So this is where you're actually giving some real values in the niche that you're in. So how to's, you know, how can you do X, Y, Z? You know, if you're into marketing, you know, what's the easiest way to build an email list? What's the easiest way to make your first sale online? That kind of thing. And if you can actually document that in a post, or even document your journey, which is even better, you'll get a lot of people that will ask you questions. Outside of this, you can use things that are called bait posts. And in fact, if I just flick over to my Facebook page, this is what I would call, it's a bait post, because this person here is, well, it's a results post. They're talking about what they've done. So it is bait, because they've dangled the line. They've shown you something that they've earned, how much she's earned to date, and she's talking about how happy she is. And I'm pretty sure she will have a call to action at the bottom of this. Yeah, here we go. So she's telling you that she's taken action on a simple idea. She's been in business for 25 years, and then she's decided to take a leap of faith in a new business venture by the sounds of it. And then she says, you know, she builds it up so that you can build your own brand. There's no more spamming, there's no confusion of what to do, no complicated systems. Drop a how in the comments below, and she'll tell you what she's been up to. So this is a great bait post, or a results post, however you want to call it. You can do curiosity posts, so you'd just literally have just on a coloured background, you just type some words, you know, would you like to know how to generate 50 leads for free in the next 2 days? Comment how below, you know, that kind of thing. You're asking for, you know, it's a call to action. You're asking them to do something. So if somebody is generally struggling to generate leads, and you put something like that out there, then they're bound, you know, if they genuinely are looking at ways of making money online and they're struggling with lead generation, they're going to ask you for information. And that's how you then begin a conversation in Messenger. And from there, you know, you'll then share with them what it is that you do to generate those 50 leads per day. And effectively, that's how you do Facebook marketing for free, and you do generate leads. And you know, I've used it successfully. I've made money from it. I'm not going to say I'm a multi-millionaire, because I'm not, but you know, my biggest day online organically was $1,500, which is pretty good, and that was purely from doing this formula. That's all I did. And in terms of my posts, because they tend to be a bit more in depth, when I write a post that's something, I like to have there's congruence in what I do, so it resonates with my audience. So if it's business related, I'll try and relate to my past, something in my past that has helped me become the person I am. So this is the formula that I use. So feeling or an occasion. So I'll go back to my past and say, you know, I was 13 years old, and this is, you know, and then I'll talk about the event. I tell them a little about the story, and then I tell them about what, you know, the value part is what you've learned and what you've adapted into your business life, or how you've been able to overcome a certain problem or obstacle. And then obviously you'd always want to put a picture in. So I'll go to my latest post just so you can have a quick look at that. This is the last post I put out this week. I think it was yesterday, I think it was. And I'm talking about goal setting. So this is what I'd class as it's a value post. So I started with a comment, and then I talk about a bit of my past, about how, you know, when I was in full-time sales, you know, the only targets I really set myself were already set, because I had a sales target to meet. And then since going online and trying to do something for myself, I soon realised that you need to be better at goal setting. And I basically just wrote about goal setting. That's what I did. I talked about goal setting, and then the 5 rules that I said that you need to have for being able to achieve what you want to achieve, and then I talk about them. So, you know, you need to set goals that motivate you. You need to set SMART goals, and anyone that's been in business or anything in sales will understand what, you know, fully understand what that is. So specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time bound, so you know that you're doing stuff. And, you know, then I talk about those points, and that's it. I mean, that's not a particularly big post, but that's my value post. And then, you know, I engage with people. So today, since yesterday, I've had 268 comments. Obviously, that's with my replies, so it's 134 comments. And I will then go in via Messenger and thank those people for taking the time to make comments. Some of them would have left comments that are a little bit more specific, and if they are indicating that they're struggling with something, then I'll certainly would have honed down on those, send them a message in Messenger, and try to open up a dialogue to see how I can help them. And that is it. That is the Facebook profile and lead generation. And you can do this, and it's completely free. So I'd encourage you all to, if you are on a budget and you are looking to generate leads, but you don't really want to spend any money, Facebook's a great way to do it. Like I said in the previous videos, the only downside to it is there's lots of noise, there's lots of people doing the same thing, so you've got to be able to stand out, and it can also be really time consuming. Not taking anything away from it, because it has worked for me and I do generate an income from it, but I did find a much better way of doing it, as I said to you in my other videos. And if you'd like to learn what I decided to do, which just means you have more free time once you've done the legwork, then I've done a 4-day free course. If you'd like to learn about it, it's all to do with affiliate marketing. I'll teach you, you know, what affiliate marketing is, how you do it, what you need to have in place to be able to make it work for you, and it's completely free. So if you'd like to check that out, just click the link below, enter your email. Please whitelist the email, because sometimes they go into your spam inbox. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll continue to put some more content like that. And like I said in the previous videos, I'll leave my Facebook profile in the description if you want to ask me any questions directly. I'm a human being, I will answer you honestly, and I'll do my best to help you. So please subscribe, there'll be lots more videos coming. Until next time, have a good one, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.